Hey everyone, welcome back to my vlog channel. If you're new to my vlog channel, welcome. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you do. I post all kinds of stuff on this channel, a lot of thrifting vlogs, Dollar Tree vlogs, projects that just don't make it to my main channel. So if you're a Liz Fenwick DIY subscriber, make sure that you subscribe to this vlog channel too, so that they will both pop up in your feed. So I am going to be transforming a really cool project in today's video, and I teamed up with a group of YouTubers put together by Christina from the DIY Mommy. She put together this really great event for us all to get together and support Habitat for Humanity. I love going to shop at the Restore. I always find so much great stuff, and I think it's a great charity and program. All of the YouTubers that are participating in this project are going to be creating projects from the Restore. So I will have a link below to a playlist where you can go watch all the projects. And if you would like to donate directly to Habitat for Humanity, I'm going to put that link in my description box as well. So one of the things I always look for at the Restore are their cabinets, because I think they are a great deal. I have bought several of them for several different projects. I recently got a new office, so I had to furnish this entire office. And so I really wanted to do a lot of things on a budget. So I found this one cabinet and I thought, you know what, this would look really great behind my desk in my office. This cabinet was only $50, so I snagged it really quick. Now, a lot of the cabinetry at the Restore is being pulled out of homes, so you never know what shape it's going to be in. I really needed a top to my cabinet because it was butted up against a ceiling, so there wasn't a top to it. So I found a shelf board in their little shelf section. My Restore actually has a section of all their shelf boards. This board only cost me $1. And I cut it down to size. To adhere it to the top, I'm just going to be using a product called Loctite. I'm going to put that all over the top, and then I'll put my board in place. And then you want to give this a good 24 hours to dry. Now I'm going to paint my cabinet with 2 coats of Waverly white chalk paint. I'm going to be leaving the cabinet doors on whenever I'm painting and just open them so that I can get the inside. Now, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I don't want the hinges to still be the same color. I actually want them painted white. Now, if I wanted to keep my hinges pristine or maybe change the color, I would take the doors off. But since I'm going to be painting them white, I'm just going to keep everything on the door. I decided to order some cane webbing, and I will link below to all the products that I'm using in case you're interested in the description box. So I bought some cane webbing online, and this was my first time actually adhering it to a piece of furniture. One of the biggest struggles with it was rolled so tight in the packaging that it was a little hard to lay it flat. So I decided to start by creating a template. So I used some craft paper and I just used my finger around the edge to kind of notch out where the edges of the inner portion of my door was, because that's where I wanted to add on my cane webbing. So next I took that template and I cut it out. I put the template back on the door to make sure that it was accurate before I added it to my cane webbing. So I got the cane webbing out as straight as I possibly could. Then I put the template on top and I used a pencil to draw around the edges. The cane you can cut out pretty easily, so I just went ahead and cut it out, and I repeated this so that I would have two. Now I started by hot gluing the cane webbing to the top of my door, then I did the sides. Now you have to make sure that you really hold it in place, otherwise it wants to kind of bow up a little bit, but I just hot glued it until I got it down as flat as possible. I was okay if it separated from the door a little bit, but I didn't want it coming up in a lot of spots. Next, I wanted to finish off the edges. So this was my first time using a product called Cane Spline. So I ordered it. Now, I probably would order it a little bit thicker next time, but since this was my first time, I was just kind of experimenting. Traditionally, you can take cane spline and wet it, like soak it for an hour, and it bends really well. I've seen people do it where they just naturally bend it, so that's what I try to do. And I think that's probably what I would do next time if I had to redo it. But essentially, I just formed it into place so it made a nice curve on the top, and then I hot glued it on the edge of my cane. I repeated this along the edge and the bottom of my project. One thing I want to point out is that I'm using a construction strength hot glue. I think that's very important. I use a SureBonder construction strength hot glue, or you can use a Gorilla Glue hot glue. And I'm gonna link below to the ones that I would recommend. I think that's important with this project. If you use a glue that's not super strong, this is not gonna hold in place. I had some leftover gold handles from the RV that I'm just going to swap out and put in place. And here's a look at how it turned out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this project. I'm going to link all of the YouTubers below who are participating, as well as the Habitat for Humanity in the description box. And I will talk to you guys in our next video. Bye.